Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology. I am Trupti and we are here for the evening class. These classes are for your coaching, right? NAVODAYA coaching classes. So let's get started. Let's do the divisibility rules. Let's discuss the different divisibility rules that we have. Like these divisibility rules are going to help you in understanding, in doing the division in a better way and quickly. All right. So first is the divisibility rule of 2. All the even numbers are divisible by 2. See, how we can check if a number is divisible by 2 or not? Simple. If any number is there and it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, that means it is divisible by 2. 786. If it is ending, like if the ones place is 6, that means the entire number is divisible by 2. Okay. Now, if I talk about the next one, like this is the number. Is this divisible by 2? Let's see. You don't need to divide the entire number and check. You just need to see the last digit, the ones place. If the ones place is even, that means the entire number is divisible by 2. Okay. Yes, this is divisible by 2. Now this, you don't need to see the entire thing, right? You don't need to see the entire thing. You just need to see what is the last digit. If the last digit is even, that means the number is divisible by 2. And if it's odd, that means it is not divisible by 2. Okay? So over here, it is odd. 3 is odd. That means this number is not divisible by 2. This one, oh my God, such a big number. But do not worry about this number because you just need to see the last digit. It is 1. It is odd. That means the entire number is not divisible by 2. So you just have to see whether the last digit is even or odd. This, is it divisible by 2? Yeah, of course. We can see that the last digit is even. Even numbers are the numbers that end with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. All these numbers are even numbers. Okay. So that means this number is divisible by 2. Now we will do the divisibility rule of 3. The divisibility rule of 3 says if the sum of the number, like different digits are there in the number, right? If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, that means the entire number is divisible by 3. Let's see 45. So 4 plus 5 I will do. 4 plus 5 is 9. Is 9 divisible by 3? Exactly divisible by 3? Yes, it is. That means 45 is also divisible by 3. Right? So that's how you're supposed to do it. You just have to see whether it is divisible by 3 or not. Exactly divisible. Right? Next one, 145. So 1 plus 4 plus 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 is divisible by 3. No, it is not exactly divisible by 3. That means 145 is also not divisible by 3. Okay? Right? Okay. Now, let's do the next one. 286. 2 plus 8 plus 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. Is 16 exactly divisible by 3? Do you see 16 in the table of 3? I don't see 16 in the table of 3, right? So what else do we see? We see the number less than that, but 16 is not exactly divisible by 3. That means this is not, this is also not divisible by 3, right? So that's how you do it. Okay, now let's see the next one. Let's see the next one. Next one is 946. 946. So 9 plus 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 9 is 19. Is 9 exactly divisible by 3? No. 9 is not, 19, sorry. 19 is not exactly divisible by 3. That is why 946 is also not divisible by 3. Yeah. 899. Come on, check it. 899. Is it divisible by 3? So, here I can see 8 plus 9 plus 9. Okay. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. Is 26 exactly divisible by 3? 3 sevens are 21, 3 eights are 24, 3 nines are 27. No, it is not exactly divisible by 3. Right? So that is why 899 is also not divisible by 3. So you just have to check this, whether it is divisible by 3, like whether the sum is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, one more we will do. This one. Check whether 49,999 is divisible by 3 or not. Is it divisible by 3 or not? So here we are going to do the same. Yeah. So here it's 4 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, 27, 36. 36 plus 4 is 40. Is 40 exactly divisible by 3? No, it is not exactly divisible by 3. That means 49,999 is also not divisible by 3. Now, we will check the divisibility rule of 4. The divisibility rule of 4 says that you do not again need to see the entire number. You just need to check the last two digits of the number. That should be divisible by 4. So, let's say the number is 836. What will you do? Pick up the last two numbers. 36. Is 36 exactly divisible by 4? Do you see 36 in the times table of 4? Yes, of course. We see 36 in the times table of 4. That means 36 is exactly divisible by 4. That means 836 is also divisible by 4. Yeah. Next one, 422. Come on, do it. So over here, 836, sorry, 422, 4 plus 2 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. Oh, sorry, no, this is the divisibility rule of 4. I'm so sorry. You just need to see the last two digits. Is 22 divisible by 4? No, it is not. Because we see 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24. So 22 is not there. That means 422 is also not divisible by 4. Next one. Just see the last two digits. Last two digits you have to see. 5,762. So 62. Is 62 divisible by 4? Let's check it out. 4 times 1 is 4. 2 here, 2 here. 4 times 5 is 20. I'm again getting the remainder. That means this is not exactly divisible by 4. So this is also not divisible by 4. Next one. Come on, everyone, do it. And children, let me tell you, we are going live on YouTube. So kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get regular updates. Also, there is a chat box under the video. You can use that to answer the questions. All right. So let's see. All right. So here we have last two digits as 64. Let's see whether we get 64 in the times table of 4 or not. Okay. 4 times 1 is 4. Yeah, here 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Oh, yes, this is divisible by 4 because I'm getting 0 as the remainder. This is exactly divisible by 4. So this is also divisible by 4. Next question. Those who are watching the video live, kindly answer in the chat box. Okay. Do this fast. I hope it's done. So 46. Again, we are going to check 46. 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Bring down 6. 4 times 1 is 4. 2 remainder. That means it is not exactly divisible by 4. That means this is also not divisible by 4. Next is the divisibility rule of 5, the easiest. No, easiest is 10 also. So yeah, we can say easy, one of the easiest. Okay, so divisibility rule of 5 says last digit of the number must be 5 or 0. If it is 5 or 0, that means the number is divisible by 5. Okay, if it is 5 or 0, the number is divisible by 5. Yeah. Here, last digit must be 5 or 0, like 85, 95, 25, 40, 70. Now, all these numbers have either 5 or 0 in the end, at the ones place, we can say. Okay. So, the numbers that end with 5 or 0 are said to be divisible by 5. Moving on to the divisibility rule of 6. Again, you don't have to do much hard work in the divisibility rule of 6 because here you just need to know two divisibility rules. That's it. And you know both of them, I'm sure. You just need to know the divisibility rule of 2 and 3 because 6 is equal to 2 times 3 or 2 times 3 is equal to 6. We can say 6 is the multiple of 2 and 3 or the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. So here, to check if a number is divisible by 6 or not, you need to see that it has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. Now, whatever is the number, you need to check that is divisible by 2 and 3 or not. 2 and 3, I said. I did not say 2 or 3. I said and 3 means it has to be divisible by both. It should not be like it is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 6. No. It is divisible by 3 but not 2. So it is divisible by 6. No. The criteria should be fulfilled. Like what I was saying is you have to check 2 and 3 both. If it is divisible by 2 and not by 3, that means it is not divisible by 6 also. If it is divisible by 3 but not by 2, it is not divisible by 6 also. The condition will be fulfilled when it is divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay. Now this, you have to check whether it is divisible by 6 or not. So to check the divisibility of 6, you need to check for both 2 and 3. So let's check for both 2 and 3. For 2, it should be an even number. And for 3, the sum should be divisible by 3. So let's check for 2. Oh, no. It's odd number. That means it is not divisible by 2. If it is not divisible by 2, I will not further go to 3. Because then there is no sense of going to 3, right? Because it is not divisible by 6. The criteria is it has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay? It has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. Next one. So let's see for 2 and 3. The criteria for 2 is it should be divisible by, it should end by an even number, like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, it is divisible by 2. Okay. So as it is divisible by 2, we can see that this criteria is being fulfilled. Let's check for 3. 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. Let's check for divisibility rule of 3. So 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9, and 2 plus 2, 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. Is 13 exactly divisible by 3? Uh-oh, no. That means it is not divisible by 6 also. Because it is divisible by 2, but not divisible by 6. So that means it is not divisible. It is divisible by 2, but not by 3. That means it is not divisible by 6 also. Yeah. Let's see this one. Easy, right? Okay. So over here, let's check for both 2 and 3. It is not divisible by 2. In the first step only we got to know. I'm not going to check for 3 because that makes no sense. And if it is not divisible by 2, might or might not be divisible by 3. It is not divisible by 6 because it is not divisible by 2. That criteria should be fulfilled. It should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Next one. These are very easy. You will just see them and you'll be able to figure out. Come on. Yeah. So 955. It is ending with 5, right? So do you think it's divisible by 2? It's an odd number, now. So it is not divisible by 2. I will not check for 6 as well. Sorry, 3 as well. I'll not check for it. Because I can see that it is not divisible by 2. It will definitely not be divisible by 6. Okay. So let's see the next one. Do it. So it's 1015. Do you think it's divisible by 2? I don't. I'll not check for 3 because I can see it is not divisible by 2. Why should I check for 3? Because both the things should be fulfilled. It should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Next one. So let's check for 2 and 3. Is it divisible by 2? Yeah, because it's an even number. Let's check for 3. 2 plus 3 plus 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Wow, yippee. It is being divisible by both 2 and 3. That means it is divisible by 6 also. Okay. So I hope by now you understood what we are doing. Am I clear to you? Children, please make use of the chat box to respond. We are live on YouTube. Kindly make use of the chat box. Okay. 815. 815. You can clearly see whether it is divisible or not. Okay. So over here, 2 and 3. Do you think it's divisible by 2? No, it's not. Why? Because it is ending with an odd number. And if it's ending with an odd number, that means it is not divisible by 2. Okay? So it is not divisible by 6 as well. Right? Okay. Now let's move on to another one. We did 815. Let me give you a bigger digit. It's going to be very easy actually. Okay. This one. We have to check for 2 and 3. So for 2, it is divisible because it's ending with the 2, an even number. Let's see for 3. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. That means it is divisible by 3. Okay. Next, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. So here for 2 and 3, it is ending with 0, an even number. That means it is divisible by 2. For 3, we need to check 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divided by 3. Yes, it is exactly divisible. So it is divisible by 3 also. That means the number is divisible by 6. Now, children, we are going to do the divisibility rule of 7. Now, what does the divisibility rule of 7 say? The divisibility rule of 7 says that multiply last digit of a number and find multiply last digit of a number by 2. Okay, you have to multiply the last digit of a number by 2 and find the difference of result and the number formed without last digit. So over here, let's multiply. Let's say we have an example here. Over here, if the result is 0 or multiple of 7, then it is divisible by 7. Consider the number 91. So here, the last digit is 1. I'm going to take this last digit and multiply it by 2. I got 2. The remaining number except 1, excluding 1, is 9. You have to subtract this from the number without the last digit. 9 minus 2, which will give you 7. Okay? Which will give you 7. It is divisible by 7. Either you get 0 or 7. That means it is divisible by 7. I repeat, whatever is the last digit, you have to take that, multiply it by 2. Okay. Now, here, uh, whatever is the remaining digit, from that, you have to subtract the product. 9 is the remaining digit, minus 2, you got 7, which is divisible by 7. So either it should be divisible of 7 or 0. Let's see the next one, 126. Last digit should be multiplied by 2. I got 12. Remaining is 12. Oh, wow. 12 minus 12 is 0. See, I did multiply this 6 by 2. I got 12. Remaining digits, the remaining number is 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. Okay? It is divisible by 7. Either it should be 0 or it should be the multiple of 7. Let's try another one. 84. Super easy. I'll give you a chance to do it by yourself. Come on. 84. Multiply the last digit. Come on. Okay. So the last digit is 4. I'm going to do 4 times 2, which is 8. Remaining number is 8 only. I'll do 8 minus 8, which is 0. That means 84 is exactly divisible by 7. Let's check for 177. Let's do it. 177. Okay, so 7, last digit is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Remaining number is 17. 17 minus 14 is 3. So this is not a multiple of 7. That means 177 is not divisible by 7. Okay, 177 is not divisible by 7. So that's what we have done for the divisibility rule of 7. That's how you have to divide by 7. Now, children, let's quickly revise what all things we have done today. First is the divisibility rule of 2. In the divisibility rule of 2, we have seen if a number, if a number is ending with 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, that means even numbers, that means the entire number is divisible by 2. The ending should, you have to see the ones place basically. Divisibility rule of 3 says if the sum of the digits of number is divisible by 3, that means the entire number is divisible by 3. So you have to add the numbers and then see whether it is divisible by 3, exactly divisible by 3 or not. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, that means the entire number is divisible by 3. Next, we did the divisibility rule of 4. The divisibility rule of 4 says that you don't have to see the entire digit. No, there is no need for that. You just have to check the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, that means the entire number is divisible by 4. You just have to see the last two digits. Like 48, like 148. So you just have to see the last two digits, 48. Is 48 divisible by 4? If yes, that means 148 is also divisible by 4. Divisibility rule of 5 says that the number must end with, if a number has to be divisible by 5, or we can say if a number is divisible by 5 if it's ending with either 0 or 5. Like 25, 35, 70, 90, 85, 65, 100, 105, all these. So it should either end with 5 or 0. Divisibility rule of 6 says, as you know, 6 is a multiple of 2 and 3, and the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. To check the divisibility by 6, you need to see the numbers should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Both. If it's divisible by 2 but not by 3, then it is not divisible by 6 also. If it's divisible by 3 but not by 2, then also it's not divisible by 6. But if it is divisible by both, that means the entire number is divisible by 6. Have a look. It has to be divisible by both 2 and 3. Right? You know, for 2, it's even number, and for 3, it's sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. 7 says that last digit of the number should be multiplied by 2. You have to multiply the last digit of a number by 2 and then find the difference of the result and the number formed without the last digit. If the result is either 0 or the multiple of 7, then it's divisible by 7. Like 91. Last digit is 1. Multiply 1 by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Remaining number is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. So it should be either 7 or 0. It is 7. That means it is divisible by 7. Okay. So yeah, children, that's all for our today's class. Thank you so much for joining the class. I'll see you again in the next class. By the time, keep practicing and take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a very good evening.